Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Sunday. It's supposed to get really hot, though. I'm starting a trail called Raab Trail. It's Raab. This is over near Codorus, but the address is still a York address. And so far, I'm just walking on grass alongside of a field, and it's not supposed to be a very long trail. Most of it is supposed to be in the shade, so we're going to see what happens up here. Nice, it's not overgrown, at least yet. Okay, we're coming up to a split. If you see from the map, it goes back around the other side of the loop, but this one goes out to something else. I'm not sure what. I didn't look up the park and look at all the information. I just saw it was close by when I dropped off my grandsons and thought I'd check it out. So what I'm doing is, where it splits here, I'm going to go to the right. So far, really easy trail. Nothing real hard. Although this looks downhill, so I'm wondering how much uphill it might be. Beautiful day. Right now it's only about 80. It's supposed to get up to the 90s this afternoon. There seems to be a little shortcut through the woods off to the side here, but I'm just going to keep following my trail map. Oh, look at the little mushroom. Aww. Yes, this part is definitely down a hill. Hear lots of birds. Little tiny bit buggy, but not much at all. Just one bothering my face. And I have my bug net if I need it. I don't think I'm gonna. We'll see. And you can see lots of these little berries along the way. Off to the side. Lots of berries. At about 0.42 miles in, I can start to hear, although I can't see it through the brush, the little trickle of a stream. Not a very strong one. So far the trail looks like this still, so very easy to walk. No special skills needed. But very quiet other than the birds, and that's exactly what I like. There's a little break in the brush. I don't know if you can see it really well on camera, but right down there is this little tiny stream. Doesn't look too, I don't know, exciting. It's very shallow. It'd probably be nice to dip your feet in, but look where there's no path down to it. At least not yet. It's a complete drop off here. So we're gonna keep walking and maybe find a little ways to a little path. Well, we'll keep walking and keep looking for a little path to go down to it. Also just noticed there's a path up this way as well. So like many parks, this trail has side trails that you can follow. I wonder if this might be one, just right here. And we can go right down to the water. Looks a little steep, but I don't know, not too awful bad. Doable. long as you have decent shoes. It's a little buggier down here. I can tell it's a little buggier. It is hot though. So here is the stream. We've been following it along a little bit. Not sure if following it further we can get back up to the path. We'll see. Up there's the path. I'm just walking alongside here, hoping that there's a way to get up eventually. And it's not too bad. I don't have to be right in the water, but I'm not worried about my socks getting wet or anything. I'm figuring at some point there's another path up here, because there should probably be more than one way to get down to the water. This does look like I'm going to get my feet wet. All right, I'm gonna put the camera away. Okay, so I followed down a ways, and yes, did get my feet wet. It's not deep, it's very shallow, but there's not an even amount of rocks to step on. I don't know what this is, some kind of grating, I guess, to go on a trail, because there's a trail over there. So let's just go back up here to the path. I finally did find another path that back out to the trail, and let's see where it goes. Wow, what is this? Oh my goodness. Check this out. Like a little cave. A huge rock. Come to think of it, I believe I saw some pictures online of people being up to this part. So this is pretty cool, huh? Go up there and check out what that is. I'm sure it was a cave, or is a cave. And I see that they have it blocked off, probably for safety. But nice cool shade. Ooh. Yeah. Wow. There's the rock around it. Nice. I'm going to step up and see if I can get a flash inside of there at least. You can't get in, but oh, it's nice and cool down here. Oh my goodness, it'd be a nice place to rest. Let me try to get a picture in here. So this cave, I had my flashlight on it. It just goes really far back. I have no idea how far, but I took some pictures with my flashlight on. I can hear water dripping inside of there. It's pretty neat point of interest on this trail. I mean, I did not expect it. So, head back out, knowing I just saw something pretty cool. Wishing I could have walked inside of it a little bit, but that's okay. They just want people to be safe, and I guess they don't want any squatters. Not that there would be anybody silly enough to do that, I don't think, no. This being a pretty popular trail. But look, the rocks go all the way up. Nice. So right back out from the path from the cave and went back to this little grate, and that's apparently where the trail goes across this little stream. But they have nicely provided grates, so if you walked on the regular path and you get here, you still won't get your feet wet. However, I got my feet wet. It's fine. I don't know what this is. It looks like something, some kind of little animal. What are you? Oh, chipmunk. Oh, he disappeared. He was looking kind of lazy. There he goes off into the brush. All right, so if you keep going down, this gets a little, closer, little more overgrown looking. And right here, there's a path that way and a path that way. I'm gonna go this way and check out my map. All right, so that path to the left ends. It doesn't go anywhere. And there are a lot of briars and overgrowth back through here. So you probably don't need to take that. The only positive to it is it just kind of, right there's the stream, but you can't really get to it. So let's go back and take the path. Ow, briars, that hurt, yikes. Take the path to the right. And hopefully that will be the path we want to be on. Because this stuff, not good for kids or dogs. And not good for me either. This is probably the best view of the stream on this path right here. But it just gets more and more gnarly as it goes back, so I wouldn't advise taking it. So we're back to where that path split, and we're going to go to the right now, which looks a little better groomed. Goes up into the woods. Okay, well that path on to the right that I took, it does look groomed, but it's not really part of the trail that I'm trying to complete today, as I could see on my All Trails map. So I'm going to turn around here and go back the way I came. I think that side path I took was to the cave, and I wanted you to see the cave because it was obviously a point of interest. But we are going to go back this way, and there's another part of the loop to go on. So when I get up to that, I will let you know. So walking back, I noticed this little side path, and this is obviously the other side, or one of the sides leading back into that cave that I just showed you. It's pretty cool, but again, it's blocked off. So it's getting a little warmer, guys. Not 90 yet, and I'm in the shade, but you know, the hotter it gets in these woods, the more buggier it gets. I still haven't had to break out my bug net, but down by the water, it's a little buggier, obviously. And soon up here, we're gonna be turning off to the other part of the loop here at Raab Park. But, you know, there's a path right there to go down to that creek, the water again, if you so desire. And another path. Neat. That is the path we are taking off to the right this time. that goes around the trail in a loop. Now naturally, I came down on the other trail, so this one is going up. Don't know how high. We'll find out. Okay, so after a somewhat steep climb, I mean, it wasn't straight up, but steep but short. I come out to this gate, and look, you can see the other side of this stone that we were just at, that cave stone, and it is just gymongous. I see why they have a gate here. There'd be a lot of temptation to go that way, but I'm sure if you were down on that part beside the cave, you could walk back around this. Not sure how far back this rock goes, but there are several rail posts along the trail, as you can see. Go up some steps. Look, there's a little overlook that somebody stepped out. Let's go check it out. Nothing exciting. Let's keep going. And more rail posts. Like there's the rock. And it continues. And the rail post stops right up here. So that is the last glimpse of the rock, I believe, through the foliage. Come up a little ways and there's this one single rail blocking a path. I'm imagining for a good reason, although, you know, if it wasn't so hot, I'd probably explore a little bit. But it is getting hotter out. The path keeps going. And here, I showed you those other two signs that said F and then E. And now we have 1 and 2. And it's a crossroads. These parks, they need to really come up with some kind of standard system. So if you go back the path that's right beside that sign that says D, it just takes you out to the very end, the back of these rocks that had continued along the trail. It's really hard to see anything with all the foliage, but of course I can always imagine in the fall when leaves start falling off and you can really see the trail and all the nice little points of interest, the little rock formations and things like that. I always look forward to that. Continuing on, yet another gate. Okay, I succumbed. I think about 1.4 miles in, and the bugs do get really mean and annoying. So I'm just gonna put this on so that I don't have to pick them out of my eyeballs or my mouth. So bring one along. I don't know what the deal is, but there's gates all over this park. And I can't figure out, I guess it's if there's a drop off or something. And look, we're at B. I don't get the system. Must be an alternate alphabet / numeric code. Not sure. But at any rate, past that cave, when you get back on the trail, it's a pretty nice, easy walk. You have a little bit of uphill, but so far now it's flattened out and it's fun. You can just ramble, as long as you have your bug net on. Okay, this is the path, and a tree fell across this path. I can see the path on the other side, so I gotta figure out how to get around this. Not gonna be fun. So that was a little interesting. I got around it, but lucky me, today of all days, I didn't put my ivy block on because it looked like on the previews and from the reviews that it was a nice, well-groomed, maintained path, very easy. And it was, for the most part, until that tree. And I'm pretty sure I saw some ivy trying to climb around that. And we're once again at the Y. So we're just almost done here. And I turned right at the Y coming from the other side. And that was the Raab Park trail loop. So it wasn't bad. Like I said, the only real point of interest was the cave and those rocks and maybe the creek. But all in all, easy path. Kids can do it, dogs could do it. It's really not that long. I think it's almost like just 2 miles maybe. And it's down near Codorus. There's pretty good parking. It's not a big parking lot. I'll show you a picture of it when we get up there. But I'm almost back to my car. Just an FYI for anybody coming from this side, which would be, let me try to think here. I was coming from your Seven Valleys area. So you go down this road. If you don't know where this sign is, you will miss it because of all of this brush right here. Very hard to see. And if you're coming from the other side, you're more likely to see the sign. So it's helpful to have your GPS set to this so you can know that it is coming up, because I had to sort of slam on my brakes because I didn't see anything coming in right away. But this is the parking lot. Okay, I'm back home. I've been busy since I got home, so I kind of forgot to close out the video. So I've been busy cooking and cleaning, but I'm so excited to end this video because I got my microphone finally to use with my camera. So now hopefully you'll be able to hear me. I know in a lot of my previous videos there was a lot of noise, but I am literally walking by my washing machine right now, and when I tested it you couldn't hear the washing machine. I knew this is going to be a really weird ending. You'd see all different parts of my house. This is my outside, but there's traffic like right there, and I didn't hear anything. So hopefully all is well. And this is what the little microphone looks like. It's got a cute little bunny tail, sort of, and it comes in a case like this. It's nothing fancy. I think I paid like $50 for it, but it can't hurt to try something. I could have always returned it if it didn't work, but it seems to be working, and I'm excited to be able to be heard and not muffled in my videos. I'm getting there, guys, slowly, step by step. Anyway, as far as the trail today, like I said, it was an easy trail, pretty good for kids. If you have kids along, just there's two real small paths that lead right down to the water. You don't have to go bushwhacking down through or go down to the creek and walk up to the next one like I did. Very easy to get down to. Looks like it would be a nice place for kids or dogs to play. The cave was amazing. Like I said, I don't always look up the trails. I just look like at the first review or two and get directions to it, and maybe some mileage or something. So it's always a surprise. I kind of like surprising myself that way. And the cave was a really nice surprise. So I did like that part. I hope you enjoyed your weekend and have a good week. Namaste.